Okay guys, I'm online. This is Hofty and I are just sitting here chatting. It's 2 minutes till class starts. So make sure you run your audio setup wizard, please, because some of you were having trouble the other day. Thanks. Okay. Okay, hi guys. I'm online. I hope you've all run your audio setup wizard and you can hear me. See, Mrs. Hofty, do you mind closing the door, please? Thank you. All right, so we're going to get ready to go here today. So we spend a lot of time when we study percentage working with money. And I think that that's the reason that this section of the chapter that we're going to work on next does a lot of things with percentage and money. Mrs. Ferguson, she's the SEA that works with Mrs. Stewart's class. She says it's because we all like to shop, but I'm not sure. But we're going to start with tax calculations today. And this is just applying what we've learned over the last couple of weeks about how to calculate different things using percentage. So the first one that we have here, I want to buy a new computer and Future Shop has a sale. The advertised price is $299, so that's a smoking good deal. How much will I pay if the tax is, just a second, something happened to my computer as usual. If the tax is 6%. So, I'm going to need a different color today. Hang on. Something that's going to show up on the green and maybe I'll do them white. All right, so let's see if that shows up. Yep, there we go. So $299 is what we would be paying for it if there was no taxes in the world, which would be nice. All right, so who can tell me, and you can type this in. Oh, I didn't let you guys have any. I'm sorry, guys, I forgot. Who wants to tell me on the chat just what percentage or what I'm going to pay if I'm paying $299 and 6% sales tax? So you might want to think about that. So what is our calculation going to be? 299 times 0.06, and that is because if we think about 6%, we know that that means 6 out of 100. I'm going to turn my mouse on and see if it gets better with the mouse. Just a second. Okay, we'll see in a minute. 6% is like 6 over 100. So what is 0.6? How is 6 out of 100 written? 0.06. All right. So now you have to be careful, guys, because we have to be careful what we're doing. When we pay tax, we actually add to the price. So someone tell me they've got the calculator out. 299 times 0.06. I don't think it's 179.4. I think some of you did 0.6. So we want to multiply by 0.06, and what we get is $17.94 according to Jasmine. That's excellent. So what do we do with that $17.94? Any thoughts on that? Lexi's got it too. So we all know how much the tax is. So we're trying to find out how much I will pay for my computer. So Jasmine says we add it on. So let's see what we get when we add it on. We had $17.94, and again, I'm trying to get the mouse to work, but it isn't, of course. So I'm going to clear this page to give us some more room. So we got $299 because we know that that's the amount of money. Okay, $299 plus $17.94. And Caden's got it, $316.94. All right. So this is why it's important to be able to calculate tax, because what happens, $316.94, I'm going to put an equal sign here so there's enough room to write, $316.94. That's how much I'm going to pay if I buy that computer. I'm not going to pay $299 at all. I'm going to pay $316.94 because everything I buy often has, the government gets their portion of it. All right? So that's how you calculate that one. I'll clear that page and move on. So if you're watching the class as a recording later, I want you to try and do those calculations before we answer so you can always pause. Okay, so here's another scenario that you might come across. All right, and this is a true scenario. I do want to buy a Bose Wave sound system for my house. They're kind of neat. They're a little compact one. Picture of it up in the corner here. What I like about them is that, you can see that it's right, my pointer didn't work. So this is the Bose Soundwave. And what I like about it is that it doesn't have a lot of speakers, but it has really good sound. So we just thought that might be kind of a neat thing to have. Caden, apparently you didn't put your hand down. There you go. She's her hand's down now. So we have to figure out where the best price is, because I don't want to pay any more money than I have to. So at Best Buy, the regular price is $350, and it's on sale for 35% off. At Walmart, the price is $325, and they have it on sale for 15% off. So we have to figure out which is the better deal in the end. Now, one of the things you have to think about with this stuff is I'm going to do my calculations. So I'm going to do 350. So leave my pen back. 350. And how am I going to figure out what 35% of 350 is? 350 times what? It's going to come up. I can see people typing. 350, Lexi was the first one. Rapid draw today. Times decimal 35. So somebody do that on their calculator, or maybe all of you do it on your calculator. You should have one of these classes. I'm going to see if I can find mine. There it is. Good stuff. So 350 times 0.35 is 122.50. Now, someone tell me what 122.50 represents here, because this is where it gets different. What is 122.50? Got some people typing. Someone says of. I think he meant off. Good. So Stephen says that it means off. So what that means is I'm not paying $122.50. That's how much I'm getting off. So then I have to do the second part of the calculation, which is 350 take away $350 take away 122.50. And that's going to equal, according to Jasmine, $227.50. Now, because this is going to be my answer, I'm putting in my dollar sign and my decimal now. So $227.50. And I'm trusting your judgment there. See me, I'm having trouble again. It's not right anymore. $227.50. So that's how much I'm paying for the Bose price, the Bose at Best Buy. So I'm going to write that under Best Buy. Actually, I'm going to clear that off. So I'm paying $227.50. Okay, so I'm going to write that down under Best Buy. And while I'm doing that, figure out what the Walmart discounted price is going to be. Okay, so I'm getting some people telling me what I'm getting off at Walmart, but I want to know what the discounted price is going to be at Walmart. So I know that I'm getting lots of answers that it's going to be $48.75 off. Look, I can handwrite better. All right. So if I get $48.75 off, then I have to take that away from my new, and Lexi was fast, Caden was fast. So we had $325 minus $48.75, and what we ended up with was $276.25. So, let me go back to the bigger pen. $276.25. So what is the best deal in the end? Best Buy, says Stephen. Walmart, says Manry. Best Buy, says Jasmine. So if I'm paying $276.25 at Walmart or $227.50 at Best Buy, I'm thinking Best Buy is the better price because it's lower. So we always want to pay the lowest price. Manry knew that. Good. So you guys getting that? It's really important when you're figuring out a discount that you remember to do that final step and take the discount off of the regular price so you can figure out what you're going to be paying. Super important. So when you're doing discount, you have to remember that second part. All right. So here's another question that's using money and percentage. And this is another true story. So I put new floors in my house in the last couple of weeks. It's been wretched. But I went to King of Floors because they were having an after Christmas sale. So the flooring I wanted was expensive. It was $2.25 per square foot. So I went there and I looked at it and I thought, oh, that's a lot of money. So then the guy came over and he talks to me. He says, if you buy the underlay from them, which is the stuff you put on the floor on the bottom before you put on the laminate, he says, if you buy that from me, I will charge you for a lot less money. And I said, well, how much? And he said, $1.39 a square foot if I buy the underlay there. So I thought that was a heck of a smoking deal because I'm getting lots of money off. But I want to know what the percentage discount was that they gave me. So how am I going to figure that out? What percentage am I getting off? Tough question. I'm going to show you. So what I'm paying in the end is I want the bigger pen, just a sec. I've got two pens here. I like the second one better. Okay. So if I'm paying $1.39 now, I want to know what percentage of $2.25 that is. So 139 divided by 225. So these must be ratios. How do I know they're ratios instead of fractions? How do I know this is a comparative ratio? Because there's decimals, and we never have decimals in a fraction. So what we're doing here is doing a comparison. So I'm going to take my 139 and I'm going to divide it by 225. So do that on your calculator right now and tell me what you get. Jasmine even did her rounding. Good girl, Jasmine. Yep. I am getting 61.7 or 62% off. And I like how you do that. Some people are saying you should multiply to get the percentage, but we have to remember something. When we do those divisions, we get, so for example, your calculator should have been 0.617, all right, which equals 61 out of 100, basically. 62 out of 100, I guess. 62 out of 100. Once we get to that 62 out of 100, that's our rate, that is our percentage. We're not multiplying by 100, we just know that that becomes 62%, all right? So we don't actually multiply the decimal by 100 because that's really not what we're looking at. What we're looking at is 62%, which is 62 of 100, all right? So when you are calculating, when you've got two numbers and you want to know what percent one is of the other, you put the first on the top, the second on the bottom, and then you divide using the calculator. We've been working on this in class, so that shouldn't be news to anyone. All right? Good stuff. Last one, finding the cost. Okay? So this is one more, just like we were doing with Best Buy before and Walmart. I want new earrings, and they're on sale for 40% off. They usually cost $39.99. How much do they cost now before taxes? So I want you to sit and work this out for a second on your calculator. And remember, when we calculate a discount, we have to subtract it from the original price to get the new price, not prints. There is no new prints in the earrings, just a price. So let's calculate. Okay, so I'm going to write here what I'm going to calculate. I checked this over today too after I missed the calculate the other day, but it didn't work, I guess. So $39.99, and my discount is 40%. So I'm going to multiply it times 0.40, which equals, got my calculator out, $15 and 99.6, so it's actually $16 even. I didn't look to round. So it's $16. All right. So my original price was $39.99. I figured out my discount. How much am I paying for those earrings? Well, We're not paying $16. They're on sale for 40% off. So we're going to take $16 off the original price. And Jasmine comes through before I can even punch it into my calculator. And she put in a dollar sign because she's a good girl. Because we're remembering the answers in dollars. So the answer is $23.99. Now Caden and Jasmine both gave me that, and so did Manreed, so I'm going to not even bother to calculate. $23.99. All right? So basically what it comes down to is you figure out the discount, but that isn't, I did forget tax, but we said how much am I going to cost before taxes. My original cost was that amount, and then if I have to add tax back on, I would take my $23.99, and for provincial sales tax, maybe $1.44. So, and then if I have to add GST, that's another 6%. So they would cost more than $23.99. All right, let's go on. I've got your homework recorded here, your favorite, it's your homework. So the first, there's 2 questions. They're pretty easy, but they're written down a lot. As soon as you've got them done, you can sign off. Sophia, notice I spelled it right, was in a restaurant with her parents and they received most excellent service. Their bill was $75.50. They left a 20% tip. How much of a tip did they leave? And then, you saw it down in the bottom, there's a picture of them in their dinner. Okay, William wants new Jordans. They cost $159.99 regular price. They're on sale for 30% off. So what will he pay before taxes? You don't have to, if you're putting the taxes back in, make sure that you tell me you've added the taxes back in when you bring me your homework on Tuesday. Okay? So as soon as you've got this done, unless you've got questions, you can sign off. Bye, Manry. Bye, Stephen. If you have any questions, just type them in or just use the microphone. None of you ever turn your video on. I never get to see any of you. Oh, I did forget the dollar sign on the $75.50 and on the $159.99. Sorry about that. I'll put them on now so I look good. After saying that you guys had to put the dollar signs on, I didn't. They're there now, Jasmine. Do you feel better? Sorry. Bye, Jasmine. Have a good weekend. Oh, absolutely. Don't worry about it. That's fine. You don't have to worry about the homework. I just want to see that you've got it done. That's fine. Bye, Kaden. Bye, Lexi. And don't forget to sign out once you're done, guys, so that I can actually get the recording later, too. You still there, Callum? Okay. Making sure. How about you, Annika? You still there? Oh, she might be on an iPad and not be able to type in. That's okay, Callum. I'm not in a rush. I just wanted to make sure you hadn't forgotten to sign out. Okay, bye. Have a good weekend. Put your hand up if you can hear me, Annika. Are you still copying?